Yes! Excuse me. She was my fixation when she hosted Alternative Nation, host of Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy. She's like a cool fall day, slightly chilly and covered in dead leaves and frost. New York Times best-selling author and Fox News contributor, Kat Timpf. Kennedy, I don't think the world revolves around me, but is it possible that this guy was doing this all joking?
I'm actually good with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What do you say, young lady?
I mean, sure, absolutely, yes. That this was all a very cleverly executed ruse to make you feel a little buzzy where your bathing suit covers.
That's true. That's true. It's a good point. You're using. So you could. And we didn't ask.
We were hoping it was the final chapter when you weren't here last week. That's why Tyrus covered it, is because we were like, we're going to take it from him.
Yes. I knew that's the strategy you were doing.
Well, because I said so out loud on the show.
You went too far.
Yeah, I did. I said, I'm so glad we're doing this so that we never have to do it again. Because we just did a segment about it. We're like, whereas Gutfeld would probably do a whole monologue about it. And then I'd have to sit here and try to think of something new to say because you've been here twice. I've got nothing left to say about this other than, obviously she was a woman before, now she's a man. Happens all the time. No, it doesn't happen all the time.
Resurrect this back.
Plan this.
Impossible. I, sir, deeply.
We both did.
And you're going to cost him his job, and then suddenly he wanted to keep his check, so that
he's not there. But everybody's.
It was sketchy at 50. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I think we should be paying. If you step on Taiwan, we will lay waste, sir.
I don't really get slamming him for that. Vacation seems to be the right place for him.
Yeah.
He is tired. Mm-hmm. Let him rest. You almost feel bad. You know what I mean? You almost feel bad for the guy at this point.
He does look really tired.
He looks really tired. He looks like he doesn't want to be wherever he is because it's all full of these new confusing things. And this is, of course, the return to normal.
Yeah.
What's going on with all you people?
Right.
Can't we have something normal? Can we have a nice presidency?
2 words, war, and we're not even involved. I mean, nobody's dying on our side.
I used to believe you, and I used to think, Kat and I are libertarians, I used to think, you know what, 2 parties are going to screw it up so much that a smart, rational libertarian is going to come forward and make a great case and everyone will vote for them because that's what should happen. I don't believe that anymore because I'm from Portland. You're from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
These cities have committed suicide and they're swirling down the toilet and nothing will ever stop because no one there is ever going to vote differently. And I worry that that's how we've gotten in this country and everyone is fine with it being a third world country. I am not. I hope that there are enough people who side with me on that. But I don't want to lose faith. I want to always be optimistic about this country. I want to always believe that the best is yet to come.
Yeah, well.
But
all right. Let's use that as an.
I feel like off of work, he trained. He ate everything he could. Oh, the door doesn't lock. Oh, what are we going to do?
I've had thoughts about this, Kennedy.
Well,
it was Ebola. Everyone's like, if they shut down the schools for COVID, what in the hell are they going to shut down for Ebola? I'm not living through that. Just turn the plane around and clean it and kick everyone off.
What
you can do.
That's
if the bathroom is full in the back, you got to sprint to the front. And it's like the cat's point.
I hope. And then
lessons can be learned from this.
Further.
Well, they put up a little camera at the zoo, and I think they must have put honey or melted Jolly Ranchers on it because the animals could not resist. They just went up to it and started licking it like they were my prom date. Woo! That's a tall drink of water. I love you back, Mr. Giraffe.
Who's been doing this to get the giraffe tongue? She was doing the old tongue action, and it just went, well, they did it again. That is a good director. Almost. All right, Brett, your turn.
All right, prepare for.
They said opposites attract, and then sometimes there'll be opposites, sometimes there'll be people.
Nighttime. I do think opposites attract. For example,
Tyrus said, this is something you really can quantify. It's ridiculous. In 1903, nobody knows anything about 1903. You know what I mean? We know stuff about 1903, but dating life in 1903, we really know that much about it. Maybe we do because of all the letters. But you can't listen
Letters.
to this. Yeah, didn't they just write letters?
Yeah, that's all they
That's
do.
the
To 35, it was like,
yeah. They just
Miriam, I very much enjoyed seeing a flash of your ankle the other day.
Like, you never noticed that? They're
Yeah, because opposites don't attract. Remember when Gwyneth Paltrow and Brad Pitt were dating, and they had like the same haircut and the same bone structure? It's like if you were really attracted to the opposite person, Brad Pitt would have been dating like a short, obese, bearded.
okay.
She was my maid of honor.
No, she wasn't. You know, except for me.
you'd have been like, that's very nice.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Brett?